Have you ever wondered how you can save more money with minimalism? Welcome to the world where less is actually more, a world where we thrive not on the quantity of our possessions, but on their quality. This is the world of minimalism and frugality. Minimalism is not just about owning fewer things, it's a lifestyle choice that encourages the elimination of excess, the celebration of simplicity, and the thoughtful evaluation of what truly adds value to our lives. It's about making room for what really matters, about focusing on experiences rather than material possessions. On the other hand, frugality is an economic approach that emphasizes the efficient use of resources, especially money. It's about making smart choices, getting the most out of what we have, and avoiding waste. It's not about being cheap, rather, it's about being resourceful and wise. Now, you might be wondering, how do these two concepts intersect? The answer is simple. When we choose to live a minimalist lifestyle, we naturally lean towards frugality. By owning fewer things, we reduce the need to spend on maintenance, replacements, and upgrades. We save not just money, but also time and energy that can be redirected towards more meaningful pursuits. Moreover, by adopting frugality, we become more conscious of our spending habits. We start to question the necessity of each purchase, weighing the value it adds to our life against its cost. This not only helps us save money, but also prevents the accumulation of unnecessary items, further promoting a minimalist lifestyle. But don't be mistaken, embracing minimalism and frugality doesn't mean sacrificing quality of life. In fact, it can enhance it. By freeing ourselves from the burden of excess, we can focus on what truly matters, like relationships, experiences, and personal growth. We can live richer lives, not by owning more, but by wanting less. Now that you know what minimalism and frugality are, let's dive into some practical tips. By the end of this journey, you'll have the tools to save more money, live a more fulfilling life, and perhaps even find that the path to happiness is not paved with possessions, but with purpose. The first step to saving money with minimalism is to evaluate your needs and wants. It's about delineating what's essential from what's nice to have. Think about it this way. Needs are the basics: food, shelter, clothing. Wants, on the other hand, are the extras: designer clothes, the latest gadgets, restaurant meals. Let's take a moment to consider Jane. Jane was a self-proclaimed shopaholic until she discovered minimalism. She realized that she was spending an enormous amount of money on clothes she barely wore. She evaluated her wardrobe and decided to keep only the pieces that she really needed and loved. The result? Jane was able to cut her spending by half. Another example is John, who was constantly upgrading his tech gadgets. When he looked closely, he found his older devices worked perfectly fine for his needs. By resisting the allure of the latest models, he saved a considerable amount. By distinguishing your needs from your wants, you can already save a significant amount of money. Our next tip is to declutter your home. Often we surround ourselves with items that do not contribute to our well-being or happiness. It's time to change that. By decluttering, you can create a more serene, peaceful environment that mirrors the minimalist lifestyle you're reaching for. Start by walking through your home, room by room, and identify the items that are just collecting dust. Sell or donate these items. Not only does this free up space, but it could also potentially bring in some extra income. Sites like eBay, Craigslist, or even a good old-fashioned garage sale can be ideal for this. The benefits of a clutter-free home are numerous. It can reduce stress, improve your focus, and create a sense of calm and tranquility in your life. Plus, it's a tangible way to see the impact of minimalism on your day-to-day life. Decluttering your home not only brings peace of mind, but also a few extra dollars in your pocket. Another great way to save with minimalism is to invest in quality over quantity. Ever heard of the term cost per use? This concept simply means dividing the total cost of an item by the number of times you use it. It's an effective way to measure the real value of your purchases. For instance, let's say you buy a pair of cheap shoes that wear out after a month. You'll need to replace them 12 times a year, which can add up. But what if you invest in a more expensive but higher quality pair that lasts a whole year? You've made fewer purchases, and in the long run, you've actually saved money. The same principle applies to everything, from kitchen appliances to clothing. Buying high-quality, durable items means you'll replace them less often, reducing waste and saving money. So the next time you're about to make a purchase, consider the cost per use. Remember, a high-quality item will last longer and save you money over time. Our fourth tip is to simplify your meals. Now, this doesn't mean you have to eat the same thing every day or deny yourself the joy of a delicious meal. What it means is, by simplifying your meals, you can save money, reduce waste, and still enjoy a nutritious, satisfying diet. First, let's talk about meal planning. Meal planning is a fantastic tool for saving money and reducing waste. By planning your meals for the week, you can make sure you're only buying what you need and using up what you have. No more buying ingredients for a recipe you never end up making, or letting fresh produce go to waste because you didn't use it in time. Meal planning can be as simple as jotting down a list of meals for the week and the ingredients you'll need. Or you can get a bit more sophisticated with meal planning apps and websites that can help you organize and track your meals and shopping lists. Next, let's talk about meal prepping. This is where you make meals or meal components in advance, saving you time and effort during the week. This could be as simple as chopping up vegetables for the week or cooking a big batch of something to portion out for lunches or dinners. Meal prepping can save you money by reducing the temptation to order takeout or eat out because you're too tired or busy to cook. It can also help you use up ingredients before they go bad, reducing waste. Finally, simplifying your meals doesn't mean you have to sacrifice flavor or nutrition. In fact, simple meals can be some of the most delicious and nutritious. Think of a hearty vegetable soup, a rice and bean bowl with fresh salsa, or a stir-fry with seasonal vegetables. By focusing on whole, nutritious foods and simple preparations, you can enjoy meals that are satisfying, delicious, and budget-friendly. And remember, the goal isn't to deprive yourself, but to find joy and satisfaction in simplicity. With simple and planned meals, you can save a surprising amount of money on your food budget. Now that we've covered our 4 main tips, it's time to wrap up. Let's quickly revisit what we've discussed today. We started off by distinguishing our needs from our wants. It's essential to evaluate and prioritize what we truly need in life and what we merely want. This simple yet profound understanding can lead to significant savings and a clutter-free lifestyle. Next, we ventured into our homes and emphasized the importance of decluttering. By letting go of items that do not serve a purpose or bring joy, we create more space physically, mentally, and financially. Selling off these unused items can also bring in some extra income, enhancing our savings. We then explored the concept of quality over quantity. Investing in high-quality items may seem costly initially, but in the long run, it saves us from frequent replacements, repairs, and dissatisfaction. It's about making smart choices that pay off in the end. And lastly, we discussed simplifying meals. This doesn't mean compromising on taste or nutrition. Rather, it's about planning meals, reducing waste, and learning to appreciate simple, wholesome food. This approach not only saves money, but also time and energy, contributing to a more relaxed and mindful lifestyle. Now it's your turn. Try implementing these tips in your everyday life and observe the difference. You might be surprised at how these small changes can lead to big savings. Remember, it's not about living with less, but living with intention. Each decision you make, each item you buy, and each meal you prepare should align with your values and goals. And one final thought, don't rush it. Change takes time. Start small, be consistent, and gradually you'll see the transformation in your lifestyle and savings. Remember, minimalism isn't about deprivation. It's about making conscious decisions that lead to a happier, more fulfilling, and financially secure life.